Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Tuesday, June 10th. Coming up on Cullman Today, weekend storms leave damage and outages in their wake. Cullman County schools report damage to a bus, and local law enforcement gear up for Rock the South. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Severe storms impacted Cullman County on Saturday, June 7th, leaving significant damage and widespread power outages. High winds brought down trees across the area, many of which damaged homes, buildings, and utility infrastructure. According to Cullman County EMA officials, the storm destroyed shingles and sections from several roofs. Emergency management crews are assessing damage and working with the Red Cross to assist residents affected by the storms. Officials confirmed there have been no reports of injuries related to the storms. The EMA warned the community to remain cautious as some downed power lines and utility cables may stay active and can cause severe injury. Community members are advised not to approach or attempt to move them. Like many across the area, Cullman County schools sustained property damage during Saturday's weather. Annabelle Howes has the report.
Severe storms over the weekend left behind more than just debris. One of Cullman County Schools' buses sustained damage just days before the district's summer learning camps kicked off. The bus was parked in Holly Pond when strong winds brought down tree limbs during Saturday's weather event. Though no one was nearby when it happened, the vehicle, part of the district's newer fleet, suffered damage to its roof and windows. It had been pre-positioned for use in transporting students to one of several elementary campuses participating in the county's summer learning camp, which began on Monday, June 9th. Despite the setback, the impact was minimal. The bus was quickly sent to Birmingham for repairs, and because only a portion of the county's buses are needed for the summer program, transportation services continued without interruption. As the camps continue over the next 2 weeks, Cullman County Schools takes this as an opportunity to remind drivers to stay alert for buses on the road during morning and early afternoon hours. Motorists are urged to follow all school bus safety laws to help keep students safe. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today.
The Cullman County Sheriff's Office and Cullman Police Department are getting ready for this year's Rock the South event, which is coming up June 19th through 21st. The annual music festival attracts thousands to the area. Cullman County Sheriff Matt Gentry said the department's number one priority is keeping the community, residents, and visitors safe, with responsibilities being the traffic flow in and out of the venue, as well as any citizen-involved issues outside the venue. Gentry recommends planning and knowing your travel routes, including parking, being aware of what you can and cannot bring into the venue, being mindful of people's private property, and refraining from drinking and driving. Cullman Police Chief Joey Duncan said there will be dedicated teams working inside the event, including Cullman police officers, as well as officers and deputies from several North Alabama law enforcement agencies. Duncan said that officers will be on hand to address situations involving intoxicated individuals showing signs of impairment, disruptive behavior, abusive language, or unauthorized entry into restricted areas. He encourages guests to stay hydrated with water, drink responsibly, and plan ahead for a safe ride home if needed. Both departments shared the sentiments of wanting everyone to have a fun, safe experience and believe that looking out for one another is key to a successful event. For more information regarding tickets, performers, or the do's and don'ts of Rock the South, visit rockthesouth.com. And those are the top stories in Cullman today. Coming up, 360 Hoops debuts at Cullman Basketball Complex. Sports is next. Welcome back. In today's sports segment, let's take a look at one of the latest sports trends to make its way to Cullman. 360 Hoops announced they have officially partnered with the Cullman Basketball Complex and Supreme Courts in Cullman and Gunnersville, where they have rolled out 360 Hoops' groundbreaking patented sport to the state of Alabama. On Sunday, June 1st, the co-founders of 360 Hoops were joined by Mike Bray, NBA assistant coach of the Atlanta Hawks, and the University of Notre Dame's winningest head coach for the debut of their unique 3-in-1 hoop design and circular gameplay at Cullman Basketball Complex. The evening kicked off with a ribbon-cutting ceremony led by 360 Hoops and Cullman's leadership team, followed by a dynamic live demo led by Coach Shane Bray, the inventor and co-founder of 360 Hoops, for a crowd of curious, excited players of all ages and genders before they stepped out onto the circular courts. From toddlers to competitive adult players participating in the on-court action, including both male and female players, every player had the opportunity to experience the energy of 360 Hoops. Stepping onto the courts to experience the fast-paced excitement of the unique yet familiar 3-in-1 hoop and circular style of play, a dozen 360 Hoops were simultaneously utilized in a single gym. Units were set up across 3 full-court basketball courts and demonstrated the equipment's space efficiency and versatility. Designed for all ages and skill levels, 360 Hoops were set up at various heights from 4.5 feet to 9 feet, encouraging players to dunk, play, and have fun. Throughout the night, dozens of exhibition games took place, showcasing 360 Hoops in action, with excited parents watching their children enjoy a brand new sport they'd never seen before. With co-ed games in action as well, 360 Hoops further highlighted their inclusive capabilities, with every player able to actively participate and enjoy the game side by side. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, East Elementary Archery team places at NASP Championship, Food Smarts series, RX for summer reading, and art with Eliana Hollis. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. East Elementary School's archery team traveled to Myrtle Beach to compete at the NASP Championship over the weekend and placed second in the 3D competition and third in the bullseye competition. Individual top scorers were, in the bullseye competition, Trevor Boone with a 284 and Sterling Kruger with 267. In the 3D competition, Trevor Boone again with 273 and Ayanna Wigington at 266. Live Well Alabama is hosting a 4-part series called Food Smarts over the summer. The series will talk about common mealtime challenges, help attendees set achievable goals, and explore the components of a balanced meal. The sessions will include a food demonstration and tasting. Session dates are June 25th, July 2nd, July 9th, and July 16th, all with meeting times of 10 o'clock to 11 at the Community Center at 1545 Vine Circle Southwest in Cullman. Space is limited, so registration is suggested. You can register by emailing dellabramley@aces.edu or calling 256-737-9386. Live Well Alabama is a SNAP-Ed initiative developed by the Alabama Cooperative Extension System at Auburn University that combines innovative adult and childhood obesity prevention and nutrition education initiatives. Across 15 summers, Reach Out and Read Alabama's summer reading campaign has featured a variety of beloved characters and stories, including a hungry caterpillar, dancing barnyard animals, and a sleepy tiger. This year, Reach Out and Read Alabama celebrates 16 years of RX for summer reading by encouraging families to unplug, tune in, and have fun with Baby Unplugged Play by John Hutton, MD. An RX for Summer reading event will be held from June 9th through 13th at Willow Tree Pediatrics at 1167 County Road 437, Suite B in Cullman. Reach Out and Read embeds early literacy in pediatric care, providing books and guidance to help families make reading a meaningful part of their daily lives. Starting with the newborn well child visit, clinicians work with families to emphasize the importance of reading aloud with their child and the impact of the everyday moments they share. Creating a stable, safe, and nurturing environment is the single most effective way for parents to strengthen their child's resilience and develop their brain. To learn more about Reach Out and Read Alabama, go to www.roralabama.org. Cullman High School 2025 graduate Eliana Hollis uses art to reflect her inner world and connect with others. She says she strives to bring joy to others through her drawings. Her work explores the intersection of creativity and mental health, offering both understanding and joy to those who view it. Hollis says that art is important to our perception of the world and how we process our emotions, which is something she hopes to exemplify through her life and her creations. She says she wants people to feel seen through her art and to be able to relate to and see a bit of themselves in it. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at your weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. Edna Johnson Wade, 101, passed away Thursday, June 5th. A private service will be held for her in Bristol, Tennessee. Peggy Loudermilk, 82, of Hanceville, passed away Thursday, June 5th. A memorial service will be held Wednesday, June 11th at Hopewell Cemetery. Johnny Cockrell, 71, of Cullman, passed away Saturday, June 7th. A graveside service will be held at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, June 11th at Cullman City Cemetery. Phyllis Harrison Philpott, 83, of Cullman, passed away Sunday, June 8th. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today will be sunny with a high near 85. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 64. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 88. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 67. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.